Inhale, hello, and 2, and 1 more, up, good job. And then we're gonna take a band where we can take some band pec presses. So let me show you what I mean, behind your back. And then you can grab the extra band and loop it, hello, and then you're going to push the band out. Good morning, everyone, happy Tuesday. Let's welcome our body with a breath in and lift up to your heels. Now, you can add on the calf raise if you'd like, so we're also getting a little bit for that lower body. And out. Good. Now, that was about 10 out, depending on when you came in, and we're gonna go forward. So press the arms forward, lift up your heels, 2, 3, and lengthen your elbows all the way if you can. 4 for those triceps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Gorgeous. We're going to take the band underneath our heel or heels. 2 heels is harder than 1. Take the band in your hands. Make sure they're even and bend the elbows. And 2. And 3. To make it harder, you step out. 4. To make it easier, you'll step more narrow. 5, 6. You're tall. 7. There she is. 8, hello. 9, 10, and what I like is you're breathing in the nose and you're breathing out the nose. You've got your heel or heels in the middle of your band, depending on that intensity. Now we're taking 8 more. 8, 7, good. 6, you're tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to take the hands towards the thighs, elbows bend out to the side, picking up a pail. That's the image, and you can change your weight if you need to. You're going to be doing 20 of these, so we have 15 more. See if you can feel your shoulders, your deltoids, and the biceps. And you want your wrist to feel good, so make sure they could be in line with your forearm. All right, try 5 more and try lifting your elbow higher than your wrist. So make sure the wrists aren't flipping up. Yes. Try 3 more. Shoulder, 2, and take 1 more. Now release your footing. Take the band behind your head. One hand is going to be at your lower back. Hold on with that lower hand and then push the other arm up and exhale. Keep going. I'm going to tilt the screen up a little just so you see that top arm. I think you know what it's doing, but just to make sure, yes. Notice you're keeping your body aligned. The clavicle is over the ribs are over the pelvis. Tall, and lengthen that elbow. This is a really important muscle to help prevent hip fractures, because if we do fall, this is the muscle that generally catches us, the tricep. You're tall, through the spine, lift it hard. Good, up. Try 5 more, and you want to feel like your abs are helping you keep the low back from getting lordotic. Good. 3, knees long but soft. 2, lengthen that elbow, and 1, and then take this arm here. Good morning, Jean. And we're on a tricep press. Good morning. And then push up. And it's okay if you have to readjust where you hold your band, how much tension. You'd like to be able to lengthen that elbow at the top. Up. Good. And the other shoulder is down the back. Lengthen. Up. Now you will feel a little abdominal tone as your ribs pull down and your pubic bone pulls up so that you don't get any more arch in your low back than is neutral. Up, lengthen the elbow, 15, 16, 17, you're doing great, 18, 19, 20, really good. Release the band just for a moment. Let's take an interlaced finger position. And I want you to lift up one foot for a balance pose. So it can be wherever you want, but we're going to do 2 things at once. Posture stretch and balance pose. Take an inhale. Now the other foot, posture stretch still. Try to take a one-legged balance. 10, 5, good. We know this is important to prevent falls. And 1, now we're gonna take a knocking on the door of life. Qigong move, just let that tension go. We're gonna grab a sip, grab a heavy band, and sit on the floor. So I'll tilt you back down. So you're gonna grab a sip. We try to do 8 to 12 ounces. Now try to sit on the floor without using your hands. So, or plopping, that was good. I didn't cue it quick enough. Now you're going to put the band that's heavy around your feet. You're going to cross the band and walk your hands forward. The other option is if you don't have a heavy enough band, you can use 2 bands. Pull the elbows past your ribs. Pull the elbows past your ribs. And exhale. And Betty, I can see your name, but I cannot see your body. Your camera is off. And 10. All right, try 10 more. Looking good on that posture. Karen, good. Jean, everyone. Hello, I see you now. It's working. All right, guys, we're going to be tall. We like the back muscles. So important for posture. Pull, pull. And we're going to go right into a turn, which is rotation and a row. Single arm row rotation. Exhale. This we know is important to keep the thoracic spine from rounding and stay real tall. So your eyes would, let's say you're at the beach, you were looking at that horizon, your eyes or your torso would stay even. You wouldn't slouch at all. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to release. If you have a heavy band, take that off and grab more in line with a medium band. Wrap it around your feet. Open up like a letter T. I'm going to look at you actually so you can see. Exhale. Wide. Now this is rear deltoid. You don't want to feel like your neck is getting any tension or your shoulder blades are lifting by the ears. You just want to open up the arms. It's like a soft hug in reverse. Feel the rear shoulder. Yeah. Feel a little bit of that scapular retraction where the shoulder blades come together. And lift up through your crown. All right. 5 more. 4 more. Good. 3, tall. 2, and 1. Now let that down for a moment. You can sit any way you want. Take your arms out, add a rotation. You can catch your hand on your leg and you're adding flexibility. We know that upper back flexibility is critical in rotation for the posture. Breathe in, open up, exhale, go the other way, look over that shoulder, stay tall. Is one side tighter than the other? Can your focus help open up the tighter side? Inhale. So this is a posture stretch. And then exhale to bring it back. Really good. Now put the band around your heel arch. Cross the band like an X. And you're going to put your elbows beside your ribs. Act like you're holding on to a washcloth underneath your elbows. And you can't let it go. So you don't want your elbows to open. You just want to open your forearms. Open, open. Good. Look at the postures. Everybody looks so good. You're tall. If you have a little extra cue you can add, spread out the toes. It's really good to have the dexterity in your feet, your arches of your feet. You would like to keep those toes and feet active. Spread them out. The toes are spread out. That way we keep good balance and proprioceptive information coming in when we change surfaces, less likely to fall. 5, 4, 3, 2, woo! Uncross the bands and you're going to uncross them so they're beside you. I like the hands in the handles and I pull back. I like the pinky to lead the way. Now it may just depend on what your band is or yours, but if you have the sprees, you can even put your hands in. You're very tall. Squeeze back. And you're tall. Feel the lats, feel the triceps. We know we need those. Yeah, a little lower. That's it. We were getting the different fibers. Still some rear delt and teres minor. All right, 10, 9. Resist the band. 8, 7. The back body. 5. This is for posture as well. Posture muscles. 3. Strong bones. 2, 1. Now we're going to let go of that. You can sit any way you want. You're going to go up and over. This is also a posture stretch because when the arms are pulling tight in the lats, it turns our arms in like a gorilla. So this helps keep the shoulders open. Now, if you want, this hand can go across. That's just another variety to do the back stretch, but if you feel comfortable here, do that. Good. This is also getting that QL muscle between the rib and pelvis. Breathe and expand your intercostals between your ribs. Now up, it's like you're going over a fence, up and over. This hand's on the floor, or you could put it on your knee. Stretch, and notice this top hand has intention, it has reach, it has a personality. It's not just hanging out. It's reaching, it's strong, it's long. Breathe into that rib cage. You're preventing rounded shoulders with this stretch. You're preventing low back pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. We're going to add a bicep curl. Now on this bicep curl, we're going to take our feet long and bend the elbows. I'm going to show you a couple ways to do this. So if you have osteoporosis, then you do not want to add this next part. You're going to stay upright. If you don't feel it, grab more band. If you have no osteoporosis, you can lean back and add a little flexion and bend the elbows. So we're doing a bicep. Possibly you're adding on some spinal flexion, which is another way to say abs. Don't worry though, we're going to get the abs a different way. If you do have osteoporosis and you need to stay upright, then we will get that in just a minute. All right, you should feel no neck tension, but you should feel some biceps. 10, lean back if you need more work in the abs. Yeah, if you want more work in the abs. 4, 3, 2, now come back up. We're going to sneak in some abs right now, core muscles. So you're going to go to a plank, let your elbows be down, either go to your knees, which is modified, or lift up your knees and hold. Now I would like you to add on, it's called an isometric hold. Pretend that you're going to pull your forearms to your toes and your toes to your forearms. That should turn on your abs another 10%. Hold 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now rest your pelvis. We're going to do a back extension, which is critical for spinal bone density and strength. So posture, hands beside your hips, lift up, and I want you to stay up. See if you can leave your hands off the floor. See if you can leave your shoulders off the floor. Lift up your toes. Their knees are long. The knees are off the floor if you can. This is strengthening the back body. Keep it up. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, this is the secret sauce to good posture, to standing upright. And then you're going to take a child pose. Push your hips back. Rest your hips. Nice job. Grab a sip. Good job. So sneaking in those core muscles. We're going to do a chest press now with hand weights. So you'll be lying on the ground and you'll probably have a heavier weight. 5 would be the minimum. You probably are working up already if you've been doing these. So 8, 10, something like that. And you're going to lie on your back with your feet on the floor. You know how we do bridge pose in the other classes? The feet are on the floor. Your arms are on the mat at first. Inhale and exhale, push. And lower with care and push. And if you have the wrong weight, just grab another one now. And you can use your exhale to pull the belly in like you're corseting your waist. 5, you want to make sure your low back's not hyper arched off the floor. 6, good. 7, and we all have different body histories, so if you need to open your elbows a little bit further away from the floor to help your shoulder, or if you need to keep them in narrow, but for most of us, they'll be just a little bit away from the ribs. Some people have a forward head syndrome or a rounded upper back. You'll want a little pillow under your head to keep that neck comfortable. So we're all a little bit, you know, we're tweaking it for us. And exhale. So we're going to take 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lower the weight to the floor and reach your legs long and reach your arms long and stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes, reach through your hips, shift one leg past the other, full body stretch, breathe. Inhale. And then we're going to be taking a fly. So take your feet back on the floor. That helps the back. Let me show you one without a weight. You're going to open up and close. You can imagine a butterfly. You may use the same weight or a little bit less. So you might be using 10s or 8s or 5s, I'd say at the least 2. We do want to stimulate muscle. 3. Inhale and exhale. 4. 5, open up, good. And 6, it's like you're hugging a big sequoia tree. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're doing 10 more. And if you decide, oh wow, I've picked a weight that's getting a little too tiring, then you just change your weight. Or you rest a couple out and then join when you can. Inhale, 5 more. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. And then you're going to let the hand weight near your floor. Take an inhale for a full body stretch. Now, if you can, use your abs to come up. We're going to exhale and come to a seated position. Nice, terrific job. Now, grab a sip. We're going to be standing up without using our hands, which is what I put in the functional fitness category. So make sure your space is clear. You're never putting yourself at risk. So I don't have any weights right near my legs. You can put 1 foot forward, stand up. No hands if you can. If you have to touch 1 or 2, count it, and then that'll get better. Now we're going to do a lateral raise, which looks like this. So you're going to take a hand weight that lets you do this lateral raise. So probably somewhere between 3 and 8 pounds. And we're going to stand and go out and then resist gravity a little bit. You got it. And it's about the letter T or parallel to the floor. Good. And you see I'm fighting gravity. I'm not just letting gravity yank me down. Practicing posture here, tall. Practicing breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. That helps with immunity, that helps with parasympathetic system, helps the brain. All right, we're doing 10 more. You're doing great. 1 more. Woo! Nice job. Put those weights up for just a minute. And we're going to take a prayer pose if you can, which looks like this. Palms up. That's for posture. If not, you can take it to the front. Otherwise, try to open the shoulders. This is going to be dynamic balance. Take 3 circles each way.